Kristen here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are making a twisted ear warmer. This is the single strand version of the Amina Earwarmer that I featured on my channel before. And I thought it'd be fun to show this version just because I loved the way it came out with this yarn. And I hope that you all would like making it just as much as I have. So before we get into the tutorial, I'm going to review the materials. Please remember that all of the materials will be listed and linked in the description box below for your reference. Alrighty, so let's get into our materials. So first off, and most importantly, is our yarn. This is definitely the star of the show for this project. You can definitely take a very simple construction and elevate it a notch just by your choice of yarn. This is the Pearly Haze yarn by Hobbii, and it is a category 4 worsted weight yarn. It's a viscose wool blend, and it's a blown yarn. So you'll see that it's like a tube, and you can see a nice little halo of the fibers kind of peeking out from the tube, but it's nice and soft, definitely squishy, and this will be like a nice and cozy, create a nice and cozy fabric that will be nice and soft against the skin. So perfect for accessories like ear warmers, hats, scarves, even garments. And then if you all remember, I did use this yarn for the jasmine stitch ornaments that I had posted last December. So I enjoy working with this. It's very versatile, and I definitely plan to use this to make some more wearable accessories for this season. Next up is our crochet hook. For today's tutorial, I am using a 5mm crochet hook. This is the bronze metal hook by Furls, and it's a really nice hook, has a nice weight to it, and it was perfect for today's tutorial. And of course, you'll need a pair of scissors, tapestry needle, and then optional is a tape measure, so you can measure your progress as you go. Alrighty, and that is it, and let's get into the tutorial. If you've never worked with the herringbone single crochet stitch before, make sure to watch the Stitches 101 video on my channel before you start this project. Okay, to start off, first we'll make a slip knot. And then chain the amount of chains needed for the size that you're making. I'm making a small adult size, so I'm going to chain 65. This should give me a strip of fabric that is 20 inches when unstretched. And so now to start our first row, we'll be working in the back bumps of our chain, which are these little bumps here. And we're going to start in the second chain from our hook. And so first we'll make a traditional single crochet stitch. And then you will work the herringbone single crochet stitch for the remainder of this row. I'm going to work that all the way down to the end. And make sure as you're working that you're pulling up your yarn to the height of the loops that are already on your hook. And this will help your stitches from getting too tight. And this is definitely important for those of us who crochet with a tight tension. So this will just help prevent your stitches from being too tight. Okay, so here is our first row completed. And as you can see, all of our stitches are leaning to the left, which is what we want. That is how you'll know you did it correctly. And now it will stretch a little bit more once we finish our second row, but as you can see, this has a lot of stretch to it. So to continue to row 2, first you need to chain 1, and then turn your work. And now we're going to work back in this direction. Bring your working yarn to the side closest to you. Starting here, because this is your turning chain, we're actually going to do a reverse single crochet stitch. And if you find that it helps you to tilt your work this way so you can better see what you're doing, I would highly recommend that you do so. So insert your hook from back to front, yarn over and draw up a loop, then yarn over and pull through 2, and you've created your reverse single crochet stitch. And continuing to work in this direction, we're now going to do a reverse herringbone single crochet stitch. So tilting your work towards you once again, insert your hook underneath the leg closest to the post closest to your working yarn, then insert it into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And we're going to continue doing this down the row until we've completed all of our stitches for this row. So if this seems a little tricky for you, please go back and review the Stitches 101 tutorial that I posted on Monday. It is linked in the top of this video here. It is also linked in the description box below, so that you will be more comfortable working this stitch. I'm going to keep working down our piece here, and then come back once I have finished row 2. Okay, and so that is it for this stitch. And so now we're going to repeat rows 1 through 2 for a total of 11 rows. And so once I've completed my 11 rows, which means you'll end on a row 1, once you complete your 11 rows, come back and then I'll show you the next steps. All right, so here is our finished fabric, and I'll just bring it a little closer so you can see what it's looking like, but it is absolutely stunning. I love the way it looks. So this is the front of our fabric, and then this is the back of our fabric. So it's really beautiful. And so now we get to do the easy part, or the fun part. We are going to now just cut our yarn. And I want you to leave about, say, cut about 8 to 9 inches. I just guessed there. And then you're going to take the loop that you have at the end here. You can stick your finger through and just pull that tail through. Pull it tight to secure it. And so now this is nice and secure. You don't have to worry about your stitches coming out. Now you will take your tapestry needle and you're going to thread the end of your yarn here into the tapestry needle. Okay, set that down. And so now this is the just final step to take this to our ear warmer. And so we're going to leave it with the right side facing us. And I want you to take your end here and fold it in half like this. You're going to do the same thing on this side and fold it in half like this. And now you're just going to put these two ends together so that they are intertwined. And once you do that, you should see the 4 layers. So this is one side, this is the other side. Now grabbing your tail here and your tapestry needle, we're now going to sew these ends together. Let me just pull that up a little bit so you can see it better. And so now you just take your needle and making sure you go through all 4 layers, and you're going to sew back and forth, making sure to catch every layer with each pass of your needle. And because this is going to be something that is stretched and pulled and used a lot, I would highly recommend that you go back and forth about 4, maybe 5 times to make sure that it's nice and secure and that it won't be compromised with use. So I'm going to speed this part up a bit, but once I have sewn this about 5 times, I will come back and we'll do the final steps. And so here is our ear warmer, here's our seam, it's still inside out. And so your final step is just to turn it right side out. And here is our completed ear warmer. And here's what the back of it looks like. This is absolutely gorgeous and it's nice and soft. I think it'll be perfect for things like markets, stocking stuffers, perfect quick gifts for the holidays, definitely like a last minute holiday gift. Gifts for teachers if you're a parent and you like to make something fun for your kids' teachers, or yeah, just a nice, quick, instant gratification project for yourself. I think this is an awesome choice. And with that, today's tutorial is complete. I hope you enjoyed it. On the next slide, I'm going to show you what the knit version of this ear warmer looks like. And I'd like you to let me know which one you prefer, the crochet version or the knit version, and which one do you plan to make this season. The knit version of this pattern includes instructions to make it in 3 different weights of yarn. I plan to post a video tutorial for it this week, so make sure you are subscribed so you'll get a real-time notification once the video goes live. Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you don't forget to like and comment on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!